Good morning, Kawaii Creatives. It is a day. I think it's Thursday. I don't know what day you'll be listening to this, but I recorded it on a Thursday for my diary. I'm sitting in a little ink play shop. It's quiet, and in a few minutes, I'm getting ready for my first consultation. I am already boosted on a half a Kit Kat and a half a Pepsi at 10:45 a.m. So I am ready to go. No, that's breakfast. So, swinging through, just thinking about friendships and how we label friendships versus acquaintanceships. In talking to an Uber driver yesterday, had some really insightful conversations with Uber drivers yesterday, like really fucking nice. They fed my soul. It was amazing. I tipped. I was that girl yesterday. I tipped because the conversations were just like, yes, brothers, yes. Anyway, we were talking about friendships and how long you are actively engaging with somebody before you call them your friend. And he said something that I was raised on, but I haven't heard many people say, is that you don't call someone your friend until 10 years. Like, that is a bar. And that's a bar because in 10 years, you know how that person is going to respond. You know if they take off of your plate or off of your table and don't give back to that same table. You know how they're going to respond to certain things. You know how to move around them and vice versa. That's if they're active. And my mom raised me with that. My mom was like, everybody's not your friend. And a lot of times in Kawaii community, I see where everybody's like 3 Instagram posts in, your friends, and 5 Instagram posts in, your best friends, or anything like that. And for me, I notice a lot of times people get me twisted because I do business, but in doing business, I do it in a kind way. But that doesn't mean I'm your friend. It means that I would like this process to be as gentle as possible. We will hit bumps in the road, but here we are. And for me, in getting to know people in business, helps me decide whether I actually want to engage with them on such a personal level. So there's that. So I was thinking about it because I was just like, dang, we don't really take time to think about who we're calling friends and if they're actually friends and what a friend actually means. Because for me, a friend is going to check me when I'm wrong. A friend is going to pull me up by my collar and be like, nah, bitch. If I'm going out looking a hot mess, they're going to be like, nah, bitch. And they're going to actually, praise me for all the amazing things that I do in life and how much I make their life that much better by being in it. Yes. Okay, so at the end of the day, for me, it really touched because it was just like, it's a confirmation, I guess, that and still moving in that light. Like, I was taught that when I was younger, and I still move in that light where I literally take time to choose my friends. I don't call you a friend easily. I'll call you a pal. I call you friendo. If I'm saying that you're my friend, you're actually more in like the family category, and I know that there's a lot that I would do for you. There are friends who I would lay down my life for. That's not every friend in my inner circle, but in my inner circle, yeah, there's some, there's some real ones. In my inner circle, don't get it twisted, they some real ones too, but we may still have some growing to do. We may not have reached that 10-year mark yet, and we may be on our, getting to know you or getting closer in terms of being friends journey now. All that to say, I think a lot of people, and this isn't just friendships, a lot of relationships are rushed. They take work. They take a lot of work. And a lot of times you can't be quick to shut the door if you're, if it's something that is worth an emotional labor to actually learn someone and get close. I say that in light of actually working with Black women, and it's amazing, except we also bump heads because we're Black women. So, and I don't say that like in a bad way. We just, we all have strong personalities. We have, strong ideals and ideas. We have strong creative presence, and we have, we shall not be moved type of type of way of life. So at the end of the day, we bump heads not because, we're defensive or because we don't like each other, we don't want to see each other win. We're defensive because we're just, we are used to commanding our spaces. And we were talking yesterday, me and one of the team members, about friendships. This was a lot yesterday about friendships. We were talking yesterday about friendships and how even in business ships, like, you're gauging a person, and even then it's like, do I want to put my boundaries down just a little bit to be just a little emotional with you? I'm still trying to figure out if that's a safe space for me, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, I get it. And she was just like, some people just don't get that. And I was just like, no, that's wholly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use discernment. You're supposed to think about those things. You're supposed to weigh what liability does that person being in your life have to your own life. And yes, I said liability. So there's that. Those are my babblings and random thoughts on friendship. Yes, I still subscribe to, I won't say always 10 years, but in calling you a friend, I can tell you that I do have hard lines that if I've expressed them to you as a friend and you cross them, you're dead to me. There are lines that I have that we may not have known were there, and there may be areas of opportunity for growth for both of us, either individually or or collectively. Excuse me, acid bubbles. And sometimes there are people that aren't meant for you. My sister, when I started losing friends after being serious about certain things in my own personal growth, because, when people are there for your growth, it shows a lot in how people respond to your personal growth. So as I started losing friends, they were dropping like flies, and I was like, what's wrong with me? She reminded me, she told me to look at my friendships, look at my acquaintanceships, look at these relationships as a tree. And look at the parts of the tree. There are roots, there's a trunk, there are branches, and there are twigs. And then on the end of those twigs are leaves. Sometimes some people come in your life and they're leaves and they're going to be there for a season. Sometimes people come into your life and they're twigs and they may be there for longer than a season, maybe a season and a half. Some people come into your life and they're branches and they help to carry some of the weight for some of the time. However, those also go away within their season. Then there are those people who are the trunk that help make up and build up the core of you. And I don't give a shit what happens or how often you talk. You know that these people are rooting for you. You know that these people are in your corner. You know that these people can and will do whatever it is to help, even if it's lending an ear and emotional support. Those are the people that you're often, willing to go to bat for and, give of everything on your table, and you know that you'll get that and some more back. And then there are the roots. And the roots are the motherfuckers. Some people would think the roots are your family, which they can be. But for me, the roots are the motherfuckers that as you grow as a person, you would lay down your life for. Some of them may be family. Some of them may not be blood. Some of them, I don't know, maybe people who don't even look like you. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. But what I do know is that if you look at these friendships, if you look at these relationships as a tree, then you can see where people fall on your tree. So yeah, 10 years friendship for me to call you a friend, because we need to go through some shit. And when I say go through some shit, I'm not saying we're just looking for some shit to happen for us to go through and we're like, we did this collective trauma together. Nobody wants that whack shit. But being able to experience things, feel things, have honest conversations, know that you're in a safe space, creating that safe space together. What does that one safe space look like for you and that one friend? Those are things that I don't think a lot of people think about. So as I end this, shout out to my fucking friends, because they're boss. The growing friendships and the old and steady, tried and true friendships. I love you all. You all are fucking amazing. I'm still best friends with my best friend from the alley in Ivy City. Yeah, tried and true. So shout out to my friends. If you guys are listening and you have some friends that are you just like, that's my motherfucking G, go let them know. Let them know that they are that motherfucker for you. They are that friend. And, remember to build strong friendships. Treat everybody the same way you would want to be treated, so that you open up that invitation for people to handle you accordingly, and be kind on purpose, because anything less than will always show itself. So yeah, 10 years to friendship. Alrighty guys, I gotta get to this consultation. Those are my babblings. I hope you had fun. I hope it's something to chew on. And leave me a message. Yeah, leave me a message. Let me know what you think. You can also shoot me messages in my Instagram DM. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is iPukeKawaii. Feel free to hit my website, ipukekawaii.com, and sign up for my newsletter. A lot of juicy things are coming down the pipeline for me. And don't forget to go to littleinkplay.shop and buy my memoir. Get my book. Let's talk about it some more. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Johnny.